Hello, welcome back to our Race Day 20 series. I think I'm going to try to challenge myself and see how consistently I can upload these. Fingers crossed, see if I can maintain daily uploads. Uh, for today, we're going to be starting on our first Watcher run. Unfortunately, I very much do not care for Watcher. I find it to be wildly overpowered. So we'll see how this goes. In addition, we also have finally unlocked Act 4. So we look on the map here, we should see our Burning Elite, and we'll be able to pick up the key and try to see if we can get a heart kill on the our first Watcher run here. Still do not have any Niao's Blessing. This is also our first run on the Watcher. So next time through on all four characters, we're going to finally get to choose a blessing. But for now, we only get to decide if we want Niao's Lament or not. Do we need it? Is the question. And the answer is usually that we're playing Watcher. And so enemies functionally have no health anyway. Okay, gonna aim for campfires as I usually do. It looks like we have a path with 3 campfires, 2 elites, and there is a chance that I can get a 1 HP elite. We only have two question marks to go through. We also have the option of taking the Burning Elite early if we feel really strong. So I like this path, and I think I'm going to go for Niao's Lament. Let's see. Make these first couple fights irrelevant. What do we get? Signature move. Can only be played if this is the only attack card in your hand to deal 30 damage. I think I'm going to say no to that one. I do really like Protect. However, we are at the very beginning of Act 1, so a block skill is usually not the right answer, as good as Protect is. Empty Fist will give us some good utility throughout the run, and will be some good damage to start. We'll just start there. Nice safe pick. See what the shop has for us. A lesson learned that we can't afford. A fear no evil that we can afford. Fear no evil would be a good include, but I think just starting out with a card remove. On Watcher, we're going to get rid of our defense early on here because the attacks are so much more powerful on this character than on any other character. Fire Potion is a good early start. Okay. We have another Empty Fist. Pretty sure we don't want a second one. Wave of the Hand. Whenever we gain block this turn, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Probably not what we want to be doing right now. And again, considering that we're on Watcher, blocking is usually wildly irrelevant. So probably not. And then Shimmering Fury. At the start of your next turn, enter Wrath and draw 2 cards. This, I think, is usually what we want to be doing on Watcher. We want to get a bunch of cards when we go into Wrath. However, I think we can get something better, and we don't really want to be putting skills in our deck this early. So we'll just move on. And we are going to try to get the 1 HP Elite. So going up the question mark paths. Get our max HP. Lose some HP. Lose a lot of HP. Lose an insane amount of HP. But we heal for 7, so worth it. Okay. 1, oops, 2, and a 3. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 this turn. That will be good. 2 fire potions means we can probably tackle the Burning Elite. A Flurry of Blows is usually where we want to be in terms of extra damage dealing cards. Let's go for the combat. So, I don't really have much in the way of defense right now. Might just want to go all offense. How much damage could I get if I wanted to go for the back slime? We'd get 9 damage, plus 8 damage, plus 18 damage. I think that maths out, and then we can even defend against the 5. And it turns out Watcher just always has lethal. That's the trick to Watcher. You just go kill them. Okay, Wallop is an amazing card right here. Wallop is the kind of block card that you really want. If you can go into Wrath, get 18 block from this card and 18 damage, and then exit Wrath, you are pretty well set. And even if you can't exit Wrath, you are gaining double the block while you're in Wrath. And that sort of counteracts the extra damage that you're taking from being in Wrath. Okay. And we're going to get an upgrade. This is 100% going to be our Eruption. It's always Eruption. Eruption upgrade is just way too strong. Gremlin Horn is very good. We'll get Sapphire Key in a later chest. And now it looks like the only question is going to be, is he dead? Flurry of Blows into Eruption, into 12, 12, 8. I don't think he's dead, but I'm going to go for it anyway because Watcher. Off by 2. Oh well. We didn't need both those potions anyway. A Crushed Joints could be very good. Applying Vulnerable scales our damage by a lot. And now, do we want an upgrade, or do we want the Burning Elite? We could take the Burning Elite here, but we're going to get an Elite anyway. I think we will be able to take that Burning Elite basically at any time during this fight, or during this run. And I do think I want to get Crushed Joints upgraded. We're going to get one upgrade anyway. Yeah, let's just go for the Campfire. Going to upgrade our Crushed Joints. Maybe the other one will be that Flurry of Blows. We're going to be playing that a lot this run. We're just going to go for this. Get the vulnerable on this guy. Sneak in a wallop, and we will remove the armor from all of these. Finish them both off. Perfect. Okay, I think we have basically everything we're looking for. Yeah, our deck feels basically complete, as hilarious as that is. All we want is maybe a second way to get into Wrath, and a cheaper way to get into Calm, and then maybe some card draw. And we are set. So, not looking for any more of those pickups. Nice, we get to start in Calm for this fight. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Miracle. It's going to give him some strength, but it will allow us to crush joints. I probably did that in the wrong order. I probably should have Wrathed first. But also, it looks like it doesn't matter because Watcher. We will one-shot him. Swift Potion, Bag of Preparation is actually going to be very good. I already said that I don't really need any other cards, so we'll just wait for the good stuff. Now, some way to deal AoE would have been very nice. We do have Gremlin Horn, though, so that sort of makes up for it. Let's... We Eruption. That will give us enough damage to kill one or two things, which should give us enough energy to Miracle Vigilance. Should have considered playing it last turn, though, or before, on that 9 HP enemy. So 18 damage. Let's get rid of one of these slimes. And just keep going. Oh, nope. I exited my stance. We'll continue with our reverse plan, go into Calm, full block. Don't think any of this matters. Math is not needed. Okay. Now, I did say I didn't need any more cards, but Halt is also a very good block card. We do have Wallop, but this gives us a lot of options to get a lot of block very easily. I think I'm going to go for it. And that might even be our next upgrade over Flurry of Blows. Yeah, I'm happy with that. 18 block for 0 is pretty good. And also, Slime Boss is a very good Act 1 boss for Watcher. Watcher can output so much damage that there should be no concern splitting him very efficiently. I'm going to save the Miracle. Hopefully we will get Crush Joints coming up, and then we'll be able to do a big turn. There's our Crush Joints. We're going to do our Miracle. Flurry of Blows. do I end here? I don't think I want to split him yet. I could do 27, but I think I can get a better split if I wait. Got my crush joints back. Let's do our halt first so we can get... I guess we don't really need the vulnerable. But we will hit him there, and do we want to just fire potion and finish him off? Probably not. Let's just, we'll risk it. I think we can kill these things without any concern. Yeah, okay. Didn't need to use it. Explosive potion's very nice. Okay. Whenever you create a card, upgrade it. Vault to take an extra turn. Now, that looks like pure upside, but knowing how Watcher decks usually end up going, there's a chance I don't want that. It does exhaust after. The question is just, could you use the turn that you get off of that effectively? It costs all of your energy, so usually there's not a whole lot you can do unless you use your miracle or unless I get an energy relic right after this. This will also demand an upgrade. I think we're okay with our upgrades so far, so that shouldn't be difficult to slot in unless we get other cards we want. I'm going to go for it. It was a surprisingly tough call, though. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Runic Dome says we can't see enemy intents, but we are playing Watcher, so their intent doesn't matter if they die on turn 1. Or we can go for Black Star because we can probably get a ton of elites. I think we want the energy since we just took the vault. And I'm pretty sure the downside there isn't going to make any difference. Okay, we have a lot of money, and we definitely want to remove a bunch of cards. Also, see if we can find some of our last couple upgrades we're looking for in shops. So hitting multiple shops is going to be important. I like this path here that takes us through the question marks. Gets a shop, a campfire, 2 elites, another shop, a 3rd elite. Yeah, this looks good. We are up against the avocado. He could be doing all sorts of things, but I think he dies on turn 1, so it doesn't seem like it's gonna matter. Hit him there. Eruption. Miracle. Crush joints. Flurry of blows. Just gonna do 1 strike. 18 damage. We are so close to finishing him off on turn 1. Oh well. Into calm. That wouldn't have helped me. If I played the strike, I wouldn't have been able to go into calm. So, I don't think 8 is going to block all of it. Yeah, take 4. And we just finish him off here. Empty fist. Wallop. Yeah. Okay. 4 damage isn't bad. Okay, don't think we need any of this. We are still looking for ways to get into calm. for cheap. Crescendo might be worthwhile because of the retain. I think we're better off just not. Let's see what we get. 75 to remove. We want that. I think we are now happy to remove a strike. We just removed a strike, so we're not going to worry about replacing them with bites. We can buy a relic here, but we are just about to go into a shop. And we want enough for another remove and possibly another card. It is only 85 gold. That's probably worth it. Let's see what we get. Meal ticket? Okay. We get 4 HP off of that, 85 gold. Anchor is going to be very nice, but it doesn't look like we can afford it. We're just going to do a card remove and move along. Get rid of another defend. Yeah, defend. We have Alton Wallop, so I think we're going to be perfectly fine defensively. I got the... yeah, okay. Already forgetting. Go for our upgrade. We're getting this mandatory vault upgrade. And try slavers. Luckily, we just know what they're doing on turn 1. They're all attacking. We want to finish off this guy at the end. I think he's probably doing 14. This guy's probably doing 13. This guy's doing 7. I think that's what they usually do. Let's... Eruption, Miracle, Crush Joints. I would love to wallop here and finish him off, but... oh, I can still finish him off with Strike. I would still love to wallop. Oh! I could have walloped. I already forgot about the Gremlin Horn. Okay. Play another Strike, and then we'll vault. We'll deal with the Wrath here. So, Flurry. Strike. Empty Fist finishes him off. Free energy, and then we'll just Vigilance back into Calm. End with 26 block. So, even if we didn't know what this guy was doing, didn't seem to make a difference. That will full block. I think he just attacks for 7 every time and puts a wound in our deck. And now we can go into Wrath and finish him. No damage. Preserved Insect to make the elites even easier. As if we needed that. Free upgrade, but we're playing Watcher, so we don't need cards. Do I want another upgrade? I think I'd be happy with one on Wallop, just for an extra little bit of block and damage. But do I want the extra card rewards more? I think I might. I'm gonna have another 2 campfires this act, and I want more money for the shop upcoming, so let's go for the enemy instead. So I think one of them is just dead. The other one's doing 10 damage, which we will be able to block maybe 5 of it. Gonna do that. Miracle. Oh, I should have gone into Wrath first. 12 damage or 18 damage. Gonna need to play both, or I can do that. We'll finish him off with the empty strike then. Let's go Flurry here. Strike here. Our defend and our empty fist. Oh, forgot the extra energy again. Flurry, and then another defend. I think that full blocks. I might take one full block. Okay, do I get to finish him off here? Not quite. Let's just wall up and vault. Flurry of blows, strike. There we go. Good enough. Flex potion. Flex potion, I think, is going to be better than fire potion most of the time. In Wrath, that flex potion should be 10 damage per attack I play. So, and then what do we get? At the end of your turn, if you are in Calm, gain 5 block. We are looking for more ways to get into Calm, so Calm payoffs aren't really going to help us. Follow Up gives us an attack and an extra energy. That would be good, but I'm pretty sure we can't fit any more cards in our deck because we're playing Watcher. And Miracle Plus is interesting, but I don't think it does what we're looking for. Yeah, we're just looking for any ways to get into Calm. Bottled Flame. I think I do pick up Bottled Flame. Bottled Flame is one of those relics where on occasion you will opt to just not take it. It is, I want to say, like 50% of the time, not a good idea to block up your opening hand with a random attack card, especially if you get Bottled Flame very early. You usually want to use your first turn to set up for the rest of the fight. But for Watcher, if we can just guarantee that we start with Eruption, then I think we just win most fights. So we're bottling that. We get another shop. Interesting. So that might mean that I want to skip everything in this shop, but we'll see. So I could get a card remove here, but I'd rather wait to see what cards are available in the next shop. So I think I just skip this one entirely. And then we'll go for the Elite, the tiny little Book of Stabbing. We have Crush Joints. We're not going to make this mistake again. Eruption, Miracle, Crush Joints. And then we could end with Empty Fist. Yeah, that's a good start. Good start to the fight. Halt, Wallop. Actually, if we had checked our draw pile and saw that we had Halt and Wallop upcoming, which we should have known, we probably didn't even need to exit our stance. I'm pretty sure there is no case where he's doing more than 17, so I will just attack. Yep, okay. And now we finish him. Upgrade to skills. We get a fire potion back. Meditate is a way to get into Calm, but it also doesn't really work with what we're looking for, since it only puts us in Calm at the end of the turn. Might still be worthwhile. It also is pre-upgraded and puts 2 attacks back in our hand. That has to just be worth doing. Let's pick that up, and then we'll get War Paint to see what we upgrade. 2 defends, Vigilance defend. Okay. Alright. We keep getting all of this healing that we don't need. Making me feel very safe. Rushdown is probably the single card that breaks Watcher. This card, plus anything that gets you into Calm for 1 energy, creates an infinite loop. and there are a lot of cards that get you into Calm for 1 energy. Fortunately, we have not seen them yet. But we will eventually. I'm going to take this. That is what we're looking for. And then, as much as I would love to remove and keep our deck very small, a second way into Wrath looks very good. So let's go ahead and take that. We will get our upgrade, which I think is going to be Rush Down. That only changes the energy cost. Maybe we do Tantrum for more damage. Let's start with that. Okay, one more elite. Try Slavers again. Let's see. No crush joints this time around, so no risk of accidentally messing that up. Let's just go into... Yeah, let's just go into Wrath right away. And we can wall up for all the defense we need. Tantrum to finish him off. Probably could have just finished him off without... Is there a better way to do this? I want to play the Vault a little more than I want to play Meditate. Nah, we're good just playing Meditate. So 6 times 4 is not going to be enough to kill. Which means I'll have to Empty Fist, which should be enough to kill. I think this will kill the front guy. Then we can Meditate, kill the back guy. Use our damage a little more efficiently this way. So we'll get... use our Miracle to finish this guy off, and then our Gremlin Horn will get us back 1 energy, which will Meditate. And then we can put Eruption Wallop back in hand. I think I take 3 damage, 2 damage. Okay, and now we can just go right back into Wrath and finish the fight. Taking 2 damage. We get a Tantrum Plus. We didn't need to buy it. Unfortunate. But oh well. We're happy with what we have. Let's go ahead and upgrade Rush Down. It will make it a lot easier to fit in. I noticed in that last fight, I didn't even have the energy to want to play it. Let's see. I think he attacks on turn 1. I don't think what he's doing is ever changing what we're doing, though. So, into Wrath. Get our Flurry of Blows back. Empty Fist. Flurry of Blows. Tantrum. Draw more cards. Flurry of Blows. And then... sort of want to end in Vigilance. I don't know how much he's attacking for. We can take damage, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna... I'll save the Miracle. It says something that a not so good start to the fight is us dealing 70 damage. But that's Watcher. Okay. Do we bother killing the ads? Probably. Yeah, I don't think we're going to deal 230 damage that quickly. So, we'll take out the orbs. We'll start with Tantrum. That will draw us a few more cards. Flurry of Blows. We'll get the halt in while it's generating 18 block. I'm gonna spread the vulnerable over onto this guy. I don't think we're going to need it to finish this one off. Which is that? 27. Let's do Wallop here, and we can finish him off with Tantrum. We draw that Tantrum back immediately. Which, does that mean it kills over here? 9 times 4? Not quite. We have 36, though, so I think we're going to be happy just to put the damage on him. And meditate. We'll just draw that card back again next turn. So maybe we can try stacking up or clearing the artifacts off the automaton. You know what? We're just going to grab the Vigilance Eruption. I think that's probably the right way to go. The more times I can cycle back and forth between Calm and Wrath, the more cards I'll draw, the more we'll be able to keep our little combos going. Start with Crush Joints, see if we can clear artifacts. Maybe if we're lucky, we will get 1 point of vulnerable on him before we finish him off. There's too much thinking. There's a meme of Watcher math. Every time I look at these, I start calculating how much damage I'm going to do, and then I stop myself, and I remember that I'm playing the Watcher, and the math is unnecessary. So I'm just gonna go into Wrath, and it's gonna work because we're playing Watcher. Let's do Vigilance and then back into Wrath. Why not? I could strike and vault. We'll just vault. Why not? All that armor was unnecessary, but it doesn't much matter. So, Tantrum, draw a bunch of cards. This is a good time to use our Miracle. I should have used the Flurry of Blows earlier. I messed that up again. Oh well. Let's... I don't know if he's doing Hyper Beam. I definitely don't want to be in Wrath if he's using Hyper Beam. So let's just go into Vigilance. Call it a day. Nope, he's building up. I think this is his Hyper Beam turn. What's in the draw pile? If I go into Wrath right now, I don't think I have a way out of Wrath. So I would need to kill him. Let's just... We want to strike. We need to remove the armor for Wallop. We'll just do a defend Wallop. And then we'll take a bunch here. Oh, that wasn't even a Hyper Beam turn. Okay. I feel like my draws are good right now. I'm going to go ahead and use the draw potion just to be safe. Not being able to know for sure what he's doing is kind of throwing me off a little bit. More than I was expecting. Do Empty Fist. Bunch of attacks in. Throw our halt in. Block. Should have done Vigilance there. We'll do Meditate. Get the Empty Fist halt back. He buffed again. Alright, I'm just going to assume he's doing his Hyper Beam every single turn. We have Empty Fist this time, so we are safe to go into Wrath. And also, I think this finishes him off, so... do Tantrum. Draw Tantrum back. We want to just cycle back into Wrath again. I think he's dead, so we'll do Empty Fist, Flurry of Blows, Tantrum, Alt, wallop. Sneak the crush joints in there. Just make sure we don't take 100 damage attack. A second vault. Okay, maybe. Why not, I suppose? Do we need any more upgrades? I don't think we need any more upgrades. I think we're happy. We'll just take the extra energy. It'll help us use all of the draws that we have. We have Time Eater, so even if we do get an infinite combo going, it's not going to do that much for us. It'll still beat Time Eater. Let's see. Looking for extra shops. Looks like I can get one on either side. So if I get this early shop, and then I can get either of the late shops. Need to remember, I do need to go for this Burning Elite. And then I can head up either path that I need. So, start here. Let's just forget to play Flurry of Blows first again. We'd get an energy off of that. Interesting. For some reason I never actually knew. Got our rush down. We have a lot of energy. This is sort of a bad turn for playing Vault. Let's do it, though. We can go into Wrath and finish one of them off. Maybe the one in the back has less health. Do that. An Empty Fist and Tantrum, and then Meditate. Okay, let's do this. We should draw a Tantrum again here. And then they're just both, we finished both of them off. Okay. Still looking for a way to get into Calm for cheaper. Only one enemy, so I think he's just dead. Just go through the motions. This does get me into Calm. I think it's going to be a worthy pickup. And just go to the boss immediately. Do we say... Oh, we can't do that because I still need the Act 4 keys. Can't forget Act 4. Hey, shop. Okay, Fear No Evil is what we are looking for. However, we can't see intents, so we won't know for sure if they are attacking. But I don't think that's going to stop us. We are going to pick that up. It doesn't leave us enough for a remove, but we'll get a remove in the next shop. Okay, triple jaw worm. I am starting with a lot of energy. And we will... Doesn't much matter. This guy's probably attacking, right? He was. Finish that guy off. Do our... put in a halt. I think I want to end with Vigilance and then Vault, so we'll just get damage in where we can. Tantrum will draw us cards, so we'll see what we get. Empty Fist. Into Tantrum again. Wallop. Flurry of Blows. Tantrum again. Okie dokie. And I think we have everything we need. We just want to remove cards from our deck. We have quite a lot of cards. It's a very big Watcher deck. See, we can't smith anymore. We decided that we were happy with what we have. Actually, an upgrade on the Tranquility would have been good, but we get to recall. Get our first key. Get our Burning Elite. So, starting off into Wrath, it would be very nice to get Vulnerable on him. Alt. We do have a 0-cost Vigilance. What is that? The Mummified Hand. Forgot I had that. Also a shame that both Meditate and Vault end your turn. Do Empty Fist, Tantrum. We'll draw even more cards. We can do... Was gonna think to do Wallop. I think we just Miracle Vault here. We should draw our Tantrum again, but we didn't. That is fine. We can Crush Joints. Fear no evil. Set ourselves back up in Calm again. Maybe. And then Vault. Should have played that strike while I had. We'll just never give him an opportunity to go and do his intangible form. Technically, I took 3 turns there, but I think that still counts as a turn 1 kill. Eternal Feather. More free healing. We are getting a lot of free healing for playing a character who doesn't take damage. Lesson Learned could be our way to upgrade, but we don't need anything. I think we are set. You know, I say that, but I realize we don't really have any good way to deal with the heart specifically. I don't usually go for the heart, so I'm forgetting that we do need cards to deal with the heart. It'll probably be fine. Okay. Getting rushed down turn 1 quite often. That is very nice. Start attacking things at random. Empty Fist Tantrum. We can Vault here, or we can do a strike. What are we going to draw into? Tantrum, Crush Joints, Fear no evil, Vigilance, Meditate. I'm going to go for the strike, and then we will Miracle Vault. We have another Vault. He should be armoring up on this turn, so Fear no evil will not put us in Calm. We can just use it as free damage then. There we go. Cut through fate is pretty good. Getting a free upgrade on it. Don't think we need it. Ooh, we do need to skip this chest. Fossilized helix would be pretty good, but we're grabbing the sapphire key. So now we are all set to go to Act 4. I just feel like the first time I've seen Tranquility. We do not have... Hold on, what am I looking for? Not in there. Did I already play it? I already played it. Rushdown. Okay. So, let's start by going into Tranquility for free energy. And then we can just start attacking these guys. We can do Empty Fist Tantrum. I think I'm going to split the damage here. Okay. A Halt In. This guy's probably not attacking. Actually, I think the Exploder is likely attacking. Can't finish him off with that. Let's do one strike, and then we'll Fear No Evil on this one. I'm going to strike here. Do my defend, Fear No Evil, and I'm pretty sure that puts me in calm, yeah. Okay, perfect. Flurry of Blows to finish that one off. Tantrum doesn't quite finish this one off, but close enough. Close enough with Flurry of Blows. Now, the hard part is dealing with the Spiker, the Thorns. Shouldn't matter, actually, now that I'm looking at it with Wallop. I think I just need to draw Wallop a few times. Yeah. Miracle, Crush Joints. He still only has 3 Thorns, so it doesn't matter. And then this kills. Yeah. Liquid Bronze. Maybe good against the heart. Get some extra damage. Get some extra vulnerable, but I don't think we need extra vulnerable. Don't need the block. Lose all gold to get the red mask. We definitely want our gold for removals. Ooh, we get another treasure chest. Every 10 attacks and energy. And then we don't have any use for the campfires, so I think we're going for the shop just to see what it has. This guy shouldn't be any issue. As long as we can deal something like 50 damage a turn, he shouldn't deal anything. So we will go for it. Play Tantrum every turn so that it gets shuffled back. He's dealing 0. Flurry of Blows. Alt Crush Joints is going to help a lot. I think that's probably enough block. I think that's probably enough. Even in Wrath, I think he's dealing something like 60 damage, 50 damage. Minus the 46. We'll test it. Yep, full blocked. We can do Vigilance Tantrum. Gain our energy back and draw more cards. Get our Tantrum again. That is plenty. Let's end in calm this time. Grab some extra attacks. Crush Joint again. And now he's vulnerable for the rest of combat. Just keep shuffling that tantrum back in. I think we can do the strikes here. That should be full, all of his damage, so... One more turn. And it does not look like I drew the tantrum. No worries. Second take at it. Tantrum wallop. This is more than enough damage. Empty fist makes sure we are absolutely safe, and then that should be the fight. Okay. Let's get rid of the Snecko Whale for the Ancient Potion. This is going to probably help us do a lot of damage to the heart. Now all we're looking for is some way to defend against the Beat of Death. I have 231. I don't think I'm getting any more money before Act 4, the Act 4 shop. If I do the card removal service, that will leave me with about 100, and I don't think I will have enough for a second card removal. So, do I wait until the next shop? So I can possibly buy a card if one is there. I think I'm going to wait on the card remove. We'll save our money, see what the next shop has in store. And we will get a bunch of free health, and we will rest while already at max. Okay. Maybe I don't play Flurry of Blows against this one. Let's check to see if he's attacking. We'll go into Wrath, and then that puts us in Calm, so he is attacking. Back into Wrath. I don't have any block. I should have gotten the crush joints on him. I missed my opportunity for that. Let's just play it, and then we will meditate and put it right back on top, or back in our hand. Crush joints, eruption. Now, one of the clever tricks we have here is if we can time the vault with the time warp, the 12th card, we actually skip his ending of our turn, and we take ours, because we are ending our own turn anyway and taking an extra turn. Can we line that up? Not 100% sure. I think I'll need to play the Flurry of Blows to make it happen. And I will also need to go into Tranquil. Flurry of Blows. And then Defend Vault. There we go. We get our rush down. But we still don't really have the cards we're looking for. We just need to vault again immediately. I don't like the idea of that. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we're still... We didn't get our tantrum, which is pretty bad. We can do Wallop and Vigilance here. That should block for most of it. Yeah, most of it. We're good. So now that we have Rush Down in place, we can start going a bit crazier. We do need to find our defend cards. Do our crush joints again. I think we want to end on meditate if we can. So defend, flurry of blows, meditate. We will get back the eruption and vigilance. He defended, so we were safe. Okay. We are not doing good on our draws, it seems. All gives us a ton of block. Let's go into vigilance and then eruption again. Wallop. And then as long as we can end our turn in calm, we should be fine. Let's see, is he even attacking? He is attacking. Okay. When he gets to half health, he is going to heal back up. So when we take him down below half health, he's going to try to heal back up to half health on the next turn. So ideally, when we what we want to do is we want to burst him as far below half as we can, and then on the following turn finish him off before he has a chance to heal back up. Which maybe this means I wait here. Or do I go for it? If I go into Wrath, I'm just going to draw the Tantrum back again. I definitely want to make sure that I'm lining myself up with a way to go right back into Wrath at the start of the next turn. I think we're going to have plenty of energy, so I think I'm going to go for it. We'll see how far we can take him down. We will do Empty Fist, Tantrum again. Fear no evil. It will be good. Ending on Meditate is also going to be fantastic. So I think that means we can't play Wallop. Let's do Flurry of Blows. Go up to 10, 11, and 12 for Meditate. Not sure we're going to be able to do 160, but we are definitely going to try. We have 12 attacks to make this happen. So I'm pretty confident he's not attacking. We brought him below half, so he should be healing and buffing. So let's not worry about Fear no evil. Let's try to use our highest damage cards so we don't use up the Time Warp. We don't need the Vulnerable from Crush Joints this turn. We have 8 cards. This is going to go 7 and draw 2. So, Crush Joints. The Flurry of Blows, I think, is going to be necessary for damage. 9 times 4. We're very close if we aren't there. Do Fear no evil. Flurry of Blow, or not Flurry of Blows, Tantrum. And it looks like we got there. Okay. That one was a little tough. We are saving all of our potions, though, for the heart. Let's see where we can get. We are going to heal up a ton because of all of our healing things. Oh, also full health, I guess, from the fight. Forgetting about that. All right, rest again. What do we get here? Second rush down. How many cards do we still have in our deck? That exhausts. That does not go back into our draw pile. So we are at 15. We don't have a small enough number of cards that we can actually do an infinite. Even with the second rush down. Though the extra cards from it might be useful. We're definitely removing. Don't think we need the strikes anymore. Considering Entropic Brew, but that would mean having to get rid of our liquid bronze. I think will represent a good amount of damage. It does a 15 times attack, so it's 45 damage every time he does one of those. Or we can go with the mystery box. The extra block from Scry might help. I think we probably just want Rush Down. We draw almost our whole deck every time we go into Wrath. Yeah, let's do it. And call that a day. We're good. Go into our last elite fight here. Now, I definitely do not know what these guys do. And we will see if it even matters. Let's see. His artifact. I think we still want to try to clear it. Fear No Evil is, I think, guaranteed to put us into calm. Let's do strike first. And then we can finish off with Vault. Tantrum to go right back into Wrath. Alt for a bunch of block. Wallop for a bunch of block. We can always end with Meditate if we don't want to do Vault instead. I think I'm happy with Vault. Okay, Rush Down number 2. Tantrum. I think this finishes him. Or I can Tranquil first for extra energy. Let's do Flurry of Blows here. And then we'll go into Tranquil. Another Flurry of Blows, and then finish him off with Tantrum. But I miscounted because I wasn't in Wrath when I did that. Silly me. Also shouldn't have used the, what's it called there? Probably will be fine. Defend, we're going to clear off that artifact there. Hit him with the extra strike. Vigilance will get us the Flurry of Blows to finish that one off. And then we can meditate back our... Oh, we don't have any, so just put anything in our hand, I suppose. That was a good turn 1. We can Crush Joints again, which will help us finish him off. Empty Fist, and there we go. Orichalcum. Blessing of the Forge. I don't know. We want that. Upgrade our strengths. Our Empty Fist represents a good amount more damage. But I think the Liquid Bronze is probably going to represent more. Crescendo Plus for a free way to get into Wrath. I think maybe. I think that's worth it. And then on to the Heart. Let's see if we can do it. First Heart attempt. Now, I believe he starts off by debuffing us and putting a ton of things into our deck. Let's do our Flex Potion trick. So we're going to gain the artifact, and then we're going to drink the Flex Potion. The artifact is going to block the strength loss portion. So we have a permanent 5 strength. We don't have our rush downs. A little unfortunate. Let's see. I'm going to start with halt so we can get in the crush joints. And I'm forgetting already that we have the beat of death. If I held that halt until I was in eruption, then it would have done a very good job blocking the beat of death. Let's do eruption anyway. Fear no evil. And then empty fist meditate. We will get back our eruption and fear no evil. I should have gotten back the halt. Okay, get a bunch of crap in our deck. Rush downs will help us avoid that a little bit. Go defend first, then do our eruption. Let's start getting these out of our deck. Fear no evil. That puts us in calm. He is attacking. We can do wallop or a bunch of block. But we are now out of cards, so maybe that wasn't the best wallop. Guess what else was I doing? So I think we're going to take some damage here. We're not avoiding the beat of death, but I guess we can take 80 hits from the beat of death. So we're probably fine. Do our second rush down. We will hold on to the Tranquil, I think, until we really need it. Do defend, flurry of blows, and then our last vault. So we got the void, losing energy, but with 5 energy, I think we're going to be okay. Question here. I think this is going to be the turn where we use our crescendo. This is going to help us draw more cards, get our energy back. Fear no evil. Should put us back into calm, but then we don't have any way back into wrath. So let's get the damage that we can going. I think this is his times 15 attack. All right, let's see it. Nope, that was his 50 damage attack. This should then be his times 15. Okay. Eruption, draw 4. Now we'll do our halt for a lot. Crush joints. Wallop for a lot. We can do tranquility and then back into tantrum. He can still take 200 more damage. So I think we're happy. Clear some space in our hand. We just draw the tantrum right back again. Let's go ahead and use our miracle. Empty fist tantrum again. We're going to have to end on meditate. Wallop. We're getting him close to the limit of his damage. I am out of energy, so this is where we meditate. But I don't have any way to get the Wrath cards back in my hand. This is poor planning on my part. So I think... How much damage is he really doing? We have a lot of armor. Imagine that it's 4 times 15. That would go up to 8 times 15 and kill us. I don't know how much damage this is. So, let's just meditate. What will we get back if we do? Wallop? Alright. He's doing 3 times 15. I think we could have survived that even if we stayed in Wrath. We can check if he's attacking us this time. He is not attacking us, thankfully. Just get some armor. That was him clearing his debuff, put more artifact charges on. And as soon as we draw our Wrath, we should be able to end this. We'll just block as much as we can. This might be another 50 damage attack. Let's hope it's not. Ah, okay. Didn't quite make it. Try again tomorrow. Yeah, we were missing a little bit of block. The Beat of Death. I guess the Beat of Death wasn't doing a ton on its own, but oh, I'll figure out the heart. Or I'm still not quite used to fighting the heart. I never did it when on my first climb to A20. So, hey, let's see what we unlock. We did still beat it. We still won the run, even if we didn't beat the heart. So we get Prostrate, Blasphemy, Devotion. So we're getting our mantra cards for the next time through. And that's it. All right, till next time.